So the story of the Chofetz Chaim was like this. There was a big machlekes in Radin. And unfortunately, it developed into a major battle. It got very heated. And it reached a point where people were actually hitting each other. This is in Radin, the town of the Chofetz Chaim. And the Chofetz Chaim tried with all of his might to stop it. He wanted to quell the fire of the machlekes. Right? We know from our Shmiras Lashon Vad and from many other things that machlekes is the worst. The children of Korach, right? They were chayav also, all the children over there. Because machlekes is something that destroys everybody. Machlekes is the worst, it's like a fire. And when it wasn't working, the Chofetz Chaim said, listen, we're going to make a takan over here, we're going to make like a proclamation. Anybody who hits another person in this machlekes, if you have to say something, okay. You want to go to Bezdin, okay. But if you're going to become violent, if it's going to be a danger, then you're going to be excommunicated, you're going to be put in cherem. Now, one of the people involved in this machlekes, in this fight, was a violent, large person, and he paid no attention to this takan. He's like, jump in the lake, I don't care. Nobody's putting me in cherem, nothing. And he said, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing until I know that I'm right, and until this machlekes is whatever. And anybody who tries to put me in cherem, you're putting your life in your own hands. That's what he said, this person. So obviously, and he went weiter to hurt people. So out of fear of this person, all the community leaders and rabbis didn't impose the cherem, because if they do, that's the end of it. He knows where you live, a small town. So that Shabbos, Chofetz Chaim got up on the bima. Chofetz Chaim was not a large person by any means. He was tremendous, but not physically strong or large or big or lifted weights. He went up to the bima and he said like this. He said, there's a pasuk in the Torah, Parshas Devarim. The pasuk says, Lo yisaguru mipnei ish. We are not afraid of anybody. Anybody. And this is Hashem telling us, don't be afraid. Says Moshe Rabbeinu saying it over, but this is Hashem. Don't be afraid. And therefore, from the power of this, I am fulfilling the words of the Torah. And I am saying that this person sitting right there is in cherem. He is in cherem now. And I'm not afraid. Why? Because I have a pasuk behind me. Until he does major tshuva, he's in cherem. When the man heard these words, he I was going to say something, I'm not going to say it. He ended up becoming very afraid, and he ended up doing tshuva literally on the spot. Why? Because it's real. That's it. The pasuk says you don't be afraid. The Chofetz Chaim wasn't afraid. The Chofetz Chaim understood that the Torah is fact. The Torah is real. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I will protect you. You don't be afraid of people. You do what's right. Don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid.